For today's cup of coffee, we have youngest kid back.
Yes.
And I have found out that when I do these by myself, it's very dry.
Nah.
It's very news reporter-ish.
Just needs some spicy editing. I don't think it's dry.
It's dry. It's dry as a bone.
I don't think it's dry.
It was as dry as the mummy girlfriend in the previous cup, the 800-year-old mummy girlfriend who was actually it was a boy mummy. Yeah, but anyhow, so I appreciate youngest kid being here. I
spiritual husband. That's what he should have said.
Well, these days I don't know. I mean, he was carrying it around in a food
He had
delivery
no idea.
bag.
He had no idea. If he was carrying it in a food delivery bag, he didn't have that much respect for it anyway.
It was, God, I think he dropped some bad acid. That's what I think. Today's from Daily Mail, and this is by Olivia Devereux-Evans, and this was from February the 28th, 2023. Horror movies. And it's like, I like more of the classic horror movies. Mm-hmm. I'm not into the slasher horror movies. But many people enjoy those.
Yeah.
And she writes, horror fans have been left terrified and nauseous by a disturbing new film, The Outwaters. The indie flick was released in February and has already made a big impact on critics, winning rave reviews. Viewers have been heavily affected and unsettled by the blockbuster. I think that's blockbuster. Doesn't it have to have so many sales or tickets or whatever to be considered a blockbuster?
Yes.
I don't think it's going to happen with this. And they took to Twitter, of course they did, to reveal their shock in The Outwaters, directed by Robbie Banfitch. I wonder if he's kin to Olivia here.
I mean, was it a blockbuster? We don't know the sales.
Don't think so. And things turned scary after a camping trip to the Mojave Desert that goes very wrong. All four campers who are trying to film a music video in the desert are subject to horrifying happenings, including strange animal behavior and vibrations.
That's it?
I don't know that I want to know exactly what that means. And it said, one person said, just finished The Outwaters and it was very effective. Definitely wish I'd seen it in the theater. It was disorienting, disturbing, extremely anxiety-inducing, and an absolute journey into hell. 2 thumbs up, end quote. I'm like, no.
Yeah,
no.
Nah.
And somebody else had added, The Outwaters is the first film to give me nightmares since childhood.
Yeah, I don't need that.
No. Do it. If you want nightmares, read the news.
I already got nightmares right now.
Yeah. It's a different person shared, I'm still processing The Outwaters. I'm not sure if it worked for me. The sounding made me so uncomfortably dizzy. I don't know. The sounding? I don't know if that's the...
What does that mean?
The sound, apparently. Like sound waves frequency.
Like the sound effects?
That's what I figure. Said, made this individual so uncomfortably dizzy that I had to leave the theater to vomit. This never happened to me before. It's more disturbing than scary, if that makes any sense, end quote.
I don't need that either.
That's some... aren't there some of the weapons that they're using now, different vibrations and frequencies?
Yes. That do that. And they put them in movies to do that.
Yeah. So, like, people want to do that on their own.
Yeah. They put them in movies to freak them out even more, to induce fear and, like, dread and all that shit.
Yes, it's called the news. It really is. I mean, they do that through a lot of this programming.
Yeah.
Noel Murray from the Los Angeles Times wrote, quote, "Some might find this tedious or confusing, but there's an admirable integrity to Banfich's approach. The Outwaters genuinely feels like a first person perspective on the end of the world. Just don't forget your anti-nausea tablets if you're planning on watching the movie." Okay.
Get some Dramamine.
This does not sound like a selling point for me.
I mean, to some people that is.
And Kid and I watched the trailer, and if I remember to, I'll put a link to the trailer there on YouTube.
It doesn't seem that interesting to
No,
me.
it doesn't. It's almost like a woke version of The Hills Have Eyes.
It doesn't even seem woke to me. It just seems...
from what some of the other commenters had said, and I'm like, really? I mean, now shit now. That's nauseating in and of itself. But I think some of the vertigo effects comes from shaky cam, them just screwing with the camera, which can make some people very nauseous. Mm-hmm. It can me. I think the older you get, the less you can deal with stuff like that.
I mean, you couldn't deal with Portal.
No, it did. It made me dizzy.
Yeah. And that wasn't so much shaky cam either.
It wasn't shaky cam.
It was just so much movement.
Yeah, anytime somebody is moving a camera, that's why I try to be careful if we're showing something and I'm scrolling and I'm like, that makes me dizzy, so it may make somebody else dizzy.
Yeah.
They used to have those full screen, this is way before VR headsets, that they were these very large theater screens, and it was like you were there, like you're riding a roller coaster or whatever. This has been many years ago. And that they actually had these little handrails that you could hold on to, because some people, motion sickness, or they would feel like they were moving. It's the same thing, only worse now with the VR headsets.
Wouldn't the chairs move in those theaters too and such?
Oh, no, you stood up. That was a different thing that they did have. At the one I'm talking about, yes, you just stood there and like you're riding a roller coaster or something.
Huh.
Then they did advance to that type thing. I can't remember the name of it. That's annoying. But yes, the chairs would move and it would give you more of a full body experience.
Okay.
But the VR headsets in and of themselves, that's screwing with people's brains.
Yeah. Now,
this movie is going to screw with people's brains, I think, in a different way. As far as it being a blockbuster, that's very doubtful. I can't remember what the name of the company on the trailer. It does tell that. I don't think it's a very well-known company. Mm-hmm. Full Moon is probably better known as a movie company than this person.
Yeah. I've never heard of them before until now.
Right.
But maybe that means it is good, because if this is the first movie that we're hearing about, maybe that means it is good. Or at least semi-decent.
Like I said, I don't like slasher movies. I didn't like the Saw movies. No. I mean, if somebody really wants to watch that kind of thing, why don't they find a documentary on autopsies? For real.
I don't know.
For real.
Maybe because people don't want to see actual bodies
cut
up.
But some of the stuff that they show on that type of movie is so graphic. And I think that's what bothers me the most. It's as if you are watching this occurring. And that bothers me greatly. Mm-hmm. So I do not do that type of movie.
Now that does bother me if it's so realistic that it's like, nah.
Yeah.
I cannot watch that type of shit.
Empaths do not do well watching that mess.
Mm-mm.
Because
that's why I don't.
Almost, you feel like it's happening to you.
Yeah.
And why would someone want to do that? But there's other people that they can separate that. People out there may enjoy it. They may clamor for more, and they can have my share. From the trailer, I was not impressed at all. Now, The Hills Have Eyes was pretty cool. Of course, it was very tame by today's standards. But like I said, I like The Hills Have Eyes. I would not be opposed to going back and watching that again.
Yeah.
Not a fan of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, though. I'm just not.
I actually was. Even though it did freak me out, but the first time I saw it, it did freak me out, but it's a good movie.
And I'll tell you something, I do not like the movies that you think whoever has escaped and then they have not.
No, that does.
I don't like those at all.
Yeah, no.
I need some closure. I really do. I think we all do.
I'm looking at you, House of 1,000 Corpses.
Rob Zombie, he's just a fucked up individual.
Yeah.
But that other one, what was it? The Witches or whatever it was that I had watched. That it
The
took
Witches
me,
of Salem.
Was that what it was?
I think so.
And that it took me like 3 days to watch it because I couldn't. I had to take it in increments. It's weird.
The music in that now that scared me.
The whole thing is
the fact that I could hear that through the
weird
the floor. I could hear the music through the floor,
which is not a good thing.
No,
not a good thing. And it was not like, Rob Zombie music. It was,
even though he did make the music, didn't he?
I don't know. It was just,
he was in control of that film.
It was his film, and I don't know if it was his wife or his daughter that starred in it. There's something really weird and not in a happy way about that. It was like I didn't want to watch it, and yet it was compelling that I did finally go back and finish it.
That's how all of his movies are. It's like you don't want to watch it, but at the same time you do. Now, it's like a train wreck that you continue watching.
House of 1,000 Corpses was just like, yep, nope, done. Don't. Now the characters, he does create some memorable characters.
Oh yeah.
What was the clown uncle? He was just repulsive.
I don't remember his name.
But just...
Yeah.
No, I am not a Rob Zombie movie fan at all. And I doubt very seriously I might try... No, I'm not going to try to watch this Outwaters. No, because I know how that's going to be. It's going to be another one of those. Yeah. But... we just wanted to make you all aware of it. I'm going to skip
out on that movie.
Yeah, we just wanted to make you aware of it in case you had heard about it or had not heard about it.
Have y'all already watched it?
Yeah, if you've watched it, let us know. So,
what do you think of it if you have watched it?
Yeah, that or if you watched the trailer, whatever, and just you can comment on that also.
Does it seem like a movie you would watch?
Yeah. Final thoughts, is that it?
Yeah.
All right, if you've had experiences with paranormal, supernatural, encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, bad horror movies, or good horror movies, you can put that in the comment section, or you can send us an email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com. The link to the article and the email address will be in the description box.
And if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and most of all, subscribe and click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads. Thank you all and have a good.
Know that you're loved. Don't waste your time watching bad movies.
No. Watch good movies.
Watch good movies.
Get the good shit.
Lord willing.
Get the good shit.
Yeah, get the good shit. Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Yep.
Bye.